Good morning students, welcome to eSuvidya. Hope you all are fine and safe. Students, in the previous class we have completed the poem The Kind Tree written by the American poet Harry Benn. So, आज we have discussed Harry Benn graduated from Howard University, is an eminent poet, a screenplay writer and also a children's author. So, in the previous class we have completed this poem. Today I am summing up the theme of the poem and also we will discuss some comprehension questions. So students, according to the poet Harry Benn, the trees are the kindest things he knows. Or the poet tells, he knows that the trees are the kindest things in the nature. So they grow naturally. The trees grow naturally without harming anyone, without doing any damage or without hurting anyone, without harming anyone. They grow naturally. Provided they not only grow naturally without harming anyone, and also at the same time they provide shelter for the birds in their boughs, and also they provide shade to the sleepy cows, or the cows whenever they came under the trees provide shade to them. So the trees provide shade to the sleepy cows, and also at the same time the trees provide shelter to the birds in their boughs. And also when the sun rises in the morning time, you see, when the sun rises in the eastern horizon, then the trees are the first to receive the sunbeams or sun rays. So the trees receive the sunbeams at first, and when the evening changes into night, during the dusk, students, I have told you the word dusk is the antonym of a dawn, D-A-W-N, dawn, and a D-U-S-K, dusk. So dusk is just the evening time. So students, when the evening changes into night, trees are the last to hold the light of the sun. So they are the first to receive the rays of the rising sun, and they are the last to hold the rays of the sun. And students, when the evening changes into night, and the moon started appearing in the sky, and the moon started floating in the sky, here the poet imagines the sky as a water body. And the poet imagines that the moon is floating in the night sky. So here the poet imagines that the sky is a water body and the moon is floating on that water body. So in the night time, when the moon is moving in the night sky, or when the moon is floating in the night sky, what is happening? The trees are humming drowsy lullaby. The trees are humming. Humming means singing in a very low voice. Drowsy means sleepy. Lullaby means the song for children to let them sleep, or which we tell cradle song. So the trees sing cradle song for sleepy children on the surface of the earth. You see students, when in the sky the moon is floating on the surface of the earth, the trees are singing lullaby. The trees are humming lullaby, means they are singing in a very low voice. Lullaby, the cradle song for babies to let them sleep. So the poet tells the trees are the kindest things he knows. So this is the theme of the poem, the trees, the kind tree. So the poet describes that he knows that trees are the kindest things in the nature. They do not harm anyone. They grow naturally. They provide shade to the sleepy couch, and also at the same time they provide shelter to the birds in their pouch. And when the sun rises, they are the first to receive the rays of the morning sun, and when the evening changes into night, they are the last to hold the rays of the sun. And also when the moon floats in the night sky, then the trees on the earth sing a lullaby or a cradle song for sleepy children, and the poet tells that trees are the kindest things in the nature. So students, this is the theme of the poem, The Kind Tree. So now we will now let us discuss some comprehension questions from this chapter or from this poem. The first question is, what is the poem about? The poem is about the kindness and usefulness of trees. So the poem is about the kindness and usefulness of trees. The second one is, what are the trees like? Cruelest or kindest? Students, as you know, trees are kindest. The trees are kindest. So who knows that the trees are kind? Students, the poet knows that the trees are kind. Then the next question, why does the poet say that trees are kind? Why does the poet say that the trees are kind? The poet says that the trees are kind because the trees grow naturally without harming anyone. Besides this, they provide shade to the sleepy couch and also provide shelter to the birds in their pouch. And what do trees do for the couch? Students, as you know that the trees provide shelter to the sleepy couch. Then the next question, where do birds gather? Students, the birds gather among the boughs of trees. The next question, who touches the beam of the morning sun first? Who touches the beams of the morning sun first? Students, the tree touches the beams of the morning sun first. Then who holds the last light of the setting sun? The tree who holds the last light of the setting sun. The tree holds the last light of the setting sun. Or who touches the beam of the morning sun first? The tree touches the beams of the morning sun first. Then, do trees sing a song for children? Do trees sing a song for children? Yes, trees sing a song for children. Okay, when the moon is floating in the sky, the trees sing lullaby for sleepy children. Because of her kindness, because of her kindness, or as an instance of kindness, the trees sing lullaby for sleepy children. So last question is, what is the mood of the poet? Happy, unhappy, or grateful? What is the mood of the poet? Whether the poet is happy, or the poet is unhappy, or the poet is grateful? Students, the mood of the poet is grateful. The mood of the poet is grateful. So students, today we have completed the poem, The Kind Tree. You recite the poem at least 2-3 times. Try to find out new words from this poem and try to use these new words into meaningful sentences of your own, and also you try to answer the comprehension questions that are given in your text. So students, thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next class.